I look horrible. I really don't care. So, I don't feel good at all. Like, inside or out, I don't feel good. I can't get my head into anything. I don't feel like doing a single thing of importance. No, I got a ton of chores to do. That's for sure, but nothing's getting done. I did not take my medicine yesterday. I could not get my alters to take my medicine. I cannot believe it. After all I went through to get that license, and now my alters are like, nope, I don't want it. So I don't feel good. The Gangstalkers and the Doxxers are, in fact, watching me today. I know for a fact they are, and that's why I named it Gangstalkers, Doxxers, and Posers. Solely for them. I dedicated this video to them. Hopefully I can tell you guys what's going on soon, but I can't right now, and they are watching me. There's something coming up. Lifetime actor, how are you? You got a new icon. It's great to see you. I'm sorry I don't feel well, Lifetime. I don't feel well on the inside or the outside. Outside, like my arthritis and my fibromyalgia, my endometriosis is kicking in. My girlfriend called me. She thinks I'm going through menopause, and I think she's right. Oh, I love you, Huntress. Huntress, I want to do broadcasts with you. As soon as I get my head in the game, I want to get you on Fringe. Get you on Fringe. I think that you have a lot to offer people. I know what you've offered me. With the mostest. Keeping Yeshua okay, so I'm the hostess with the mostest. Keeping Yeshua the focus. I love you, Yeshua. I repent for my sins. I'm sorry I don't feel well. I'm sorry that I push you and I test you. And I'm sorry I'm not a good child right now. I want to be in your will. And I love you. In Yeshua's name I pray. Selah. No, I didn't, Lifetime. I wanted to make another episode on Fringe. I couldn't get my head in the game. Hey, good morning, Chris. How are you? I can't get my head in the game. I want to go back to doing broadcasts on Wednesdays on Fringe. I miss broadcasting on Fringe. I love Fringe. I love everybody there. I like broadcasting a lot. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Maybe because of my endometriosis, I haven't felt so good. Hey, Bug Bouncer, how are you? I didn't even drink Kratom for the past 2 days. How am I? That's how I am as You are on your Kratom? I finally am having a cup of Kratom. I'm hoping that this does the trick and it perks me up and it gets my head in the game. I haven't had any dreams lately. The other thing, too, is the demonic attack slowed down, so I think I'm doing something wrong. You've been having, oh, good, then you have the dreams. Give me a break. But, Luke, you're like, gee, thanks, Holly. I don't think I'm having any, which I'm not complaining. I actually, this morning, thanked Heavenly Abba for not giving me any, for giving me a break. Like, because remember in November, December, I had that big nightmare, and then lo and behold, I had to put Save It Down. And I was telling you guys about that. That was the last big to do, and now everything's just like shh, quiet. I was thinking of Roxy and Skylar this morning too. Maybe I'm doing something right. Yeah, could you imagine me doing something right? Everybody would have a heart attack. They'd be like, Holly did something right? We were supposed to have a big snowstorm. I was thinking I was waking up to snow. All it did was rain. Susan! Witch hunts are still going on with the Canadian Freedom Convoy. A lot of them are. Susan, I saw something. I wanted to look into it. The convoy's down in D.C. now. Oh, man, I pray for those truckers. I pray for their families. I pray for them. I'm in agreement with the truckers. Like, that's the side I'm on. I'm on their side, point blank. But I think they're going to bring in the UN. I think they're going to bring in the UN, and once they bring in the UN to the States, it's over for us. See you later. I can barely look, you know, like I don't want to turn on the news anymore. Because it's nothing but death, fights, struggles. Nothing good is going on. No, messing with you is a losing game for them. Thank you, Huntress. It is a losing game for him. I'm not going back. Abba plucked me out of the darkness. I'm happy with him. I'm not going back. I have bad days, yes, but I would never trade Yeshua HaMashiach in my relationship with him, ever. I can't even draw pictures. I got brand new markers, and I can't even think to draw. Yeah, the news is garbage. Good morning, Joni. How are you? Happy Valentina month. I had to stick that in there. For me and ECWN. Happy Valentina month. We're celebrating you this month, not Valentine's Day. I can't wait for next year for Valentina month. I hope I can get my altars to take medicine today because I'm in a lot of pain. I can't believe I went through all of that crap to get the license, and now my altars won't take their medicine. Damn it. Like, why does it have to be that way? Why does it seem like when you're doing something wrong, it's exciting and you want to do it, but when all of a sudden you're given the green light and go ahead, it's like, I don't want it anymore. I have a big appointment coming up this afternoon. I gotta wear a pinstripe suit. That's why the Gangstalkers are on me. My ring's broke, and it's like breaking worse, so I took it off. Speaking of which, I feel bare naked without that ring on. I don't know a lot about this stuff. There's a gang stalking prayer in Advanced Prayers That Shake Heaven and Earth by Daniel Duvall. I have heard of Daniel Duvall. I will check that out. Oh God, Lifetime actor, thank you. Because I don't know what to pray. Like, I keep my camera on me all the time. I keep 911 pulled up on my phone in case I got to call the cops, which I've had to do often. Like, it sucks living like this. It really does. Meanwhile, they got the nice, cushy life. They think it's all cute and fun and games. Losers, posers, wannabes, lifeless. None of them have Jesus. They don't even know how to spell the word Jesus. Those Gangstalkers. Yeah, don't look at my dishes. I haven't done my dishes in like 2 days, probably 3 days. They're not getting done today either. The dishwasher has been fired. Okay. How would you get a child to take medicine? Do that with your altars. um... Put a star on the calendar? You take your medicine, put a star on the calendar? How do you get a kid to take medicine? And I got it good, too. I got it good because I have edibles. So it's not like I'm getting that head buzz. So they shouldn't have any problem taking medicine. Yeah, I didn't take any medicine yesterday. I think it was the day before. I can't really remember, to tell you the truth. I sleep 5 hours a day. I don't sleep good at night. I'm lonely. I miss my cat, Seva. It feels like such a crime that she's not here, that she died. I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't. Can you excuse me 1 second? I'm sorry. I don't want to be a stumbling block. Excuse me. I'll give them a treat afterwards. Well, I let them off the hook from their chores. I'm not making them do anything. I don't know what to do with myself. They're going to have to take their medicine. All right. Stay with me here. Don't go anywhere, all right? Just stay with me. vomit. uh, Yuck. They have to, but then give them a treat. Has to make their child do things they don't want to. Even Abba does that with us. All right, well, I got the dropper. At least I got 2 droppers, and I can't eat the gummies. They'll come right back up. And then that's wasting money that I don't have. Why am I having such a hard time, Huntress? Why am I having such a hard time? Why is it always gotta be such a hard time? Drinking the Kraken. I was thinking about you this morning, Mike. I tossed and turned in bed for an hour. So I was thinking about Roxy and Skylar. I thought about you. I cursed my exes to Kingdom Come. Thank you, Huntress. Thank you. So I think I figured out my prescription, how to finagle it. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. But I think 3 or 4 times a day, whenever I'm awake, sometimes it's only twice, and sometimes it's 4, and sometimes it's 0. That's the thing I like about having my medicinal cannabis license is I forget what I was going to say. Okay, so 2 dropper fulls, 5 to 10 gummies, and 2 to 4 hits of the cartridge. So I like it because I don't have to take it if I don't want to, which I haven't been. And there's beet juice gummies. Really? I'll have to get them. Save the gummies until you can eat. I can't eat. I cannot eat. I have that conversation with Abba every day. I didn't eat anything yesterday. Sorry, gentlemen. I got my period, so I'm not feeling good because I have that endometriosis. It makes periods extremely painful. Like, take me to the ER and shoot me up with Dilaudid, please. Like, that's how bad endometriosis hurts. I feel bad for women. Endometriosis, I think, is scar tissue, and it's extremely painful. I've wound up in the hospital a few times because of the endometriosis pain. So I don't have to take medicine if I don't want to, which I like. When you're on pain pills or if you're on psychotropic meds, whenever you go to a doctor and they put you on a prescription, you have to take it, right? You don't have the luxury of not taking it. It has to stay in your system, right? And some medications are time release, so you have to take it. The nice thing about medicinal cannabis is I don't have to take it and there's no backlash. And that's probably why I'm not taking it, because I know I don't have to. Right? I don't want to say that. Fluids with calories today, huh? Okay. I only have water. Oh, but you know what? I do have Country Time lemonade, and I do have vomit. This stuff. It's like good for you. Does beer count? I'm kidding. Yeah, Huntress is like, yeah, there's calories in that. Get lager or just sips. Well, good morning, Keeper. Look at this pretty little doggy. Look at that pretty little doggy. Yeah, you're just so pretty, honey. So I love you. Yes, I do. You're so pretty and cute and fuzzy and fluffy. Lemonade with help with nausea. Yeah? Oh, I got lemonade. I thought oh my God, Huntress. I've been so good staying off the Coca-Cola. Not so much the beer. But, I don't even crave it anymore. Like, I'm completely off of caffeine. This is like the first time in my 47 years of life, like no caffeine at all. Not even Coca-Cola, no soda, no ginger ale, just no soda. It's water or juice only. Lori S. would be so proud of me too. Because I slowed down in beating the crap out of myself. But I'm off the caffeine, which is a huge accomplishment. Now I just got to work with the nicotine, which that's not going to be a problem because I don't have money. So I'm going to quit. I've been pretty good about things. I'm not really. I don't know. I wish that you were moving out to Jersey. Huntress is like, shut up, Polly. I'm not going back to Jersey. And meanwhile, I'm secretly praying that you do. I'm kidding. I'm selfish, Huntress. I want you all to myself. Who am I kidding? I want all 8 people in my chat room all to myself. You guys are mine, and I'm not sharing. I'm Holly. You're mine, okay? Good. Now that we got that straight. You're mine. You're taken. Off the market. I own you now, and I'm going to love you to death. I'm going to hug you and kiss you and squeeze you and call you George. You know, I'm starting to feel a little better. I think it's the great company I have. That's what I think. I think it's a great company I have, and I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm welcome to move there. If my car would make it. That's weird. Why do I feel like I'm moving? I would. I'll come out west. Not below the Mason-Dixon line, though. I am not listening to people argue whether they're a hick or a redneck. I already know my place. I'm a damn Yankee. Yes, I am. But out west, I like it better out west. It was probably just when I was down south, Tennessee and South Carolina. Beautiful. Just beautiful states. I wasn't too big with the accent, but I liked the slow way of life. Like down in Tennessee, it was like everybody had fibromyalgia. Everybody worked in first gear. Sometimes they didn't even work at all. Like, if your electricity went out, they didn't have it back on in an hour. You'd have to wait days to get it back. It's a slow pace life. And I liked it. I really did. Beautiful. Townsend, Tennessee. I lived in, my friend Pete died. All of us are still waiting to go to the funeral. So I will be at Pete's funeral, period. But I lived in, what was it called? York, South Carolina on Sharon Road. He had a big, huge cabin. Poor guy, man. He died of a heart attack, overweight. When I saw him, that was back in 2015. His brother called me and said, Holly, he gained a lot more weight. I was like, he was already huge when I lived with him. Pete's sister sang with Meatloaf. You guys know who Meatloaf is, right? Painted desert and tacos every night. Unless people here, I would love to come out by you. I almost moved out to New Mexico when I was 18, but I chose not to do that because I was going to do it for a boy, and I didn't think that was the right decision. Who's kidding who? I was attached to my grandmother. I wasn't leaving her. I would just go down to the beach, Wildwood, and for like 3 days or a week on vacation. And I kid you not, I would cry my eyes out saying goodbye to my grandmother. I would be so homesick, I'd get down 2-3 hours down the shore by Wildwood, so 3 hours away. I'd be so homesick, I'd have her stuck on the phone with me the whole time. I kid you not. So then one time I just wised up. I was like, Graham, I want to go to the shore. You're just going to have to come with me. I don't want. You're coming. I need a vacation. I'm not getting homesick. I want to enjoy myself. You're coming, Graham. That's it. I wanted to take her. I like the shore. I got to go to the shore for a day. For my birthday, Dave took me. Dave and I can't remember their names. Another couple. Oh, it was so nice. We went to the beach for a day, and I really liked it. So now I know where to go, I think. Ah, we did get a storm. We got ice. I haven't been outside yet. Poor Keeper probably has to go too. Keeper's depressed. She's depressed. I didn't make my bed, guys. I'm going to have a bad day. My bed's not made. Keepies, you okay, pretty girl, honeys? You can go up on the bed. You don't have to lay on the floor. You can go up. Here, I'll make my bed so you can come up. She hasn't really been sleeping with me. You can go up, honeys. You could go up. You miss your buddy, Seva? No, we still got each other. Don't you forget that, honey. I really miss Seva. I had no idea how much that cat... Actually, yeah, I did have an idea. Because when I'd go away to conferences, or like in Maryland when I had to come up for legal proceedings, man, I would miss my cat. I'd worry about her so much. But since there were two of them, I'd always tell whoever their babysitter was to leave Seva and Keeper together. People in Maryland, though, would always separate them. It pissed me off. So leave Seva up in the room by herself for a week, but you have Keeper down there feeding her treats, petting her, playing with her, but ignore my cat. I'm allergic. I don't care. Don't say that you're going to watch my pets if you're allergic. And then turn around and not do it. I would love to move out by you. Ivant type. Oh, you know what? You could come visit me, Huntress, and I'll take you to the shore. We could go together. You could come stay here. I think that the drops worked. At least I got 2 droppers down. But I tell you, like my arthritis just really hurts. My ring, it's getting worse, so I took it off because I don't want it to break. It already did, but like the bottom here, where you see, it's coming apart, and I don't want to lose my ring. This ring means a lot to me. So, but I got temporary replacement. Now people are going to think I'm really, really married, which is not a problem. Guys still hit on me anyway, which pisses me off because they don't even recognize my ring. They just hit away. And yes, I want this to be a discouragement. I want people to look down and go, oh, she's married, I better leave her alone. Her husband must be a really big dude because she's pretty. I better leave that girl alone. Oh yeah, my husband reigns supreme and undefeated, that's for sure. Sadly, everybody hates my husband though. Can you understand why people hate God? A day ago or 2 days ago, I must have sat here for like 2 hours just... Is Susan still here? Susan Cano. I pray for the truckers. You said they're in shock. I join you in prayer, Susan, for the truckers. Also, Susan Cano, if you're still here, I pray for the starseeds. They got a special place in my heart. I might not agree with everything, and I'm a jerk. We all know that. But putting that jerkness aside, the starseeds have a special spot in my heart, as do all the survivors. The MK Ultras, DIDs, SRAs, starseeds, super soldiers. I have to say I worry a lot for the starseeds more than normal people. I got mad at Anonymous once. Yes, I did. Just one time, though. Now, I love Anonymous. Anonymous gave me my mask. Anyway, that a long time ago, Anonymous had done a video, many, many, many years ago. They had done a video or put up a post, and they were asking for all the star seeds to come forward. I was like, oh, no. You are not using them. You are not using their abilities. All you star seeds, stay hidden. You are not coming out for someone else's agenda. You've been harmed more than enough. No. Keep yourselves protected. I got mad. And I said something about it. I was like, why are you calling the star seeds out? What, you want their psychic abilities? No. It's your personal agenda, and you're putting the star seeds at risk. I didn't like it. I pray for the truckers. Oh my God, man. These truckers are putting themselves in danger. Pretty soon, you and me, we're going to have to do the same thing. The same things. Huntress, did I tell you about the loop in my house? There's a loop in my house. I could say like a wormhole, but I don't know, but it would make sense. When Rita was here, she's like, you got a loop. So I can tell you where it is. From that window to that window, and then it loops. So this window to my kitchen window, that's the loop right there. So with these demons, back in December, I remember casting one away here, and there's another one behind me running to the back of my house. And it's like, I'm getting rid of these things. I'm like, so that's probably why they had me running around so much. So the loop's still here, but I slowed it down because I have the poster board over the window. But also out that window is the house where the Gangstalkers live. They used to have their outside light shining directly all night long into my window. Their house light they used to have pointed into my window for months upon months upon months. And then something happened. The cops got involved. And then the next thing you know, they conveniently moved their light and put it somewhere else so it doesn't shine in my bedroom window all night long. So, and I know they're watching. They're waiting for me to slip up and say something. So tomorrow, guys, I'm going to have a good show for you. I should be able to talk about everything tomorrow. Publicly, like out loud, I can say whatever I was thinking of you, Amanda. Good morning, gorgeous. Haha, I got you. I got you. You're gorgeous. I was thinking about you too this morning. I'm starting to feel better, guys. Thank you for helping me. Huntress, thanks for helping me take my medicine. Not really, Amanda. Not really. I haven't showered in like 2 days. Another reason why I will never have a boyfriend. My feet stink. I was thinking about that too this morning. I was thinking, my exes were popping in my head. And I'm so glad I'm not with any of them. Like, I gotta tell you, as lonely and as difficult as it is to be single and 47, and it is, not having family, I'd rather not be with any of my exes at all. I remember one of my exes named John. He'd break up with me. He broke up with me one time. Actually, for the last time he had broken up with me. And he comes down to Tequila Joe's with him and his friends. He comes down to the club and he starts following me around the club. He starts having his friends come up and talk to me. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking you back. Go find another girl. He was really hurt. I was like, you can't just break up with me because you're having a bad day and then stalk me to get back together. Matrix, good morning. Aw, thanks, Matrix. It's great to see you. And my love to Peanut, his girl, and to everybody that I've met on his channel. So, Yeah, when I made that video, what was it, 2 days ago, I made a video about the Gangstalkers. Um, it was when Rita was here, and I was standing outside and I made a video. They stopped. They stopped. Because every time I was taking my dog out, they're running out their house at the same exact time. So they see me walk out my front door, so they grab their dog and run outside to the very edge of their property. As I'm in the park, that's where they hide in the bushes and jump out at me. The husband and wife, both of them do. And they're both older than me, too. They're in their 50s. They were constantly going outside when I was taking Keeper. I came and I made that video 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Sure enough, the Gangstalkers, I haven't seen them. So it's good I made the video. It's good I called them out because it stopped their bullshit. Excuse my language, but they're in their 50s, they have kids, and they're hiding in bushes jumping out at me. Blemish on the community, that's what they are. Stains on the community. It is pathetic. She's what, 57, 58? She just got off of probation this past summer. I've never been on probation. She was letting her kids do drugs in her house. The father got upset, took her to court, and she got in trouble. She was letting her underage kid do drugs in the house, and the father got pissed off. I don't blame the dad. I would have he's got custody. Even her daughter emancipated her. I emancipated my daughter. I was a paralegal. You can't divorce your kids. They can divorce you for being a rotten parent, though, and that's called emancipation. Her own kid even emancipated her. The other one she got in trouble for because she was letting him do drugs in her house. And that's who's gang stalking me. Nice, right? They're older than me. They have a family. And they're complete, pathetic losers. All she does is run around the neighborhood flashing people and hitting on anything. Like if your chair falls over, like if you take your chair and it falls over and the legs are sticking up, you better be worried for your chair because she'll run towards it. I'm going to make another cup of kratom. That's all that lady did to me, too, was hit on me. She'd come over my house and be like, "You got weed? Hey, Holly, look, I'm not wearing a bra. Hey, Holly, I got a wax, see?" That's the gang stalker. I was like, don't be coming over my house. Every time I'm broadcasting, you come banging on my door and I have to stop the broadcast. I told you, don't show up at my door. You do anyway. "Oh, well, I'm having a panic attack. I need somebody to talk to." You got a prescription of Xanax and a husband at home. Go use those if you're getting a panic attack. Don't be coming over here. And stay up all night long drinking. 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The gang stalker, she'll be calling you 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to tell you how rotten and pathetic you are while she's drunk off her ass. Everybody in this whole entire community has had to put up with her. Nobody likes her. Guaranteed. You meet these gang stalkers, you ain't gonna like them either. And I know they're watching me today, too. All that lady did was hit on me. Ugh. Gross and disgusting. I said to her, I don't want to be your friend because all you do is flash me until your tits are no longer an image in my head. I don't want to be friends with you because your naked body is stuck in my head. I'm not a lesbian. Don't treat me like it. If you are, that's your business. I won't judge you for it. But don't be bringing it to my door, because if you do, we're going to have an issue. And once I say no, it's no, lady. And even if I was a lesbian, I wouldn't choose her. I know beautiful women. They're all in my chat room. I'd go for one of you beautiful ladies first before that thing. But I don't like that. I was like, you know that I was raped by women, and all you do is flash me when you're not wearing a bra. I don't want to see it. You're raping me all over again. That's what it feels like. Same with that Sarah Adams sending me naked photos of herself. Sick. But we all know that she's a lesbian. I'm not going to judge people for their sexual activities so long as they don't put it on my plate or bring it to my door. I have a vow of celibacy. And I expect men and women to respect that and just stay away from me. I guess because I was raped by women, she automatically thinks that I want to have sex with them. It's not like that. I'm coming back. Hang on. I'm just getting my kratom. Does anybody know what my aunt's name is? Can anybody tell me what my aunt's name is? My aunt's name is Patty. Hey, it's Victoria. How are you? You've been on my mind a lot, sweetheart. I almost did when I was 15. Really? See all that stuff happening? Made me see all that stuff happening at a young age to me made me dislike sex. Let me know when you... Okay. Lukert, if you're here, yes. Keep praying for me. I will, Victoria. Yeah, I have to say I don't like sex. I never liked sex. Okay, Lukert. I saw you on the news the other day. I'm going to keep praying for you, Victoria. How's everything going, Victoria? For the convoy. Yep. Well, I'm praying for you, but I'm also praying for the convoy. I'm on the side of the truckers, and I hope that the police stand down. Because at this point, it's just brother against brother fighting with each other. I mean, think about it. Right? You could post it, both our pics. Okay. You could use this one. Okay, Lukert. On the hill, but I didn't think I was on the news because I hate the liars. You know, the elites aren't out fighting. It's us that's fighting against each other, and the elites are nowhere to be found. Like in Canada, why did the police even get involved? They shouldn't have. It's brother against brother. That's all it is. I can't even watch. And the cops should know that they're being used as pawns. Plain and simple. I thought I looked like a cow that long. I haven't been watching the news. I can't. I can't watch the news. That's probably why I'm not having so many dreams, is because I'm not active. I don't even want to see the news. It was a couple days ago. Police are only selling our rights away for a paycheck. Yes, they are, Matrix. You've been on the news for cannabis? It's not just the police. Police are puppets of a regime. Yes. And they're going for it. They should wake up and go, I'm not going to be used as a puppet anymore. But yeah, I typically, honestly, guys, I love police. I've always liked cops. They've always helped me, so why not like them? You know what I mean? Like, I've never had an issue with police. I remember people I used to know in Newark, New Jersey. I got my medicinal card, Victoria. I just got it 2 weeks ago. I got my medicinal cannabis card. After all of these years, Victoria, I finally got it. They flew UK police. Like my back. You cracked me up, Victoria. That day, I still remember that joke. Yeah, about wanting a back rub and a foot rub. You're like, yeah, I got 6 kids and still haven't gotten a back rub. You said something like I'd wind up with 6 kids and still not getting a back rub or something like that. Looking for a back rub, right? Only 6 kids, no back rub, only babies. I'm glad I don't have a boyfriend or a husband. Anybody that I dated in the past would have made a bad husband. And you know what? Now that I'm awake from MK Ultra, things make a lot of sense. Like, when I was a teenager and in my 20s, I would date somebody, and after about the third or fourth month, I'd be sick of them, want nothing to do with them. Straight up. It was like, where once I loved them, all of a sudden it was like, I don't want you anymore. And then it's because of my alters. I'm not explaining it right. I couldn't, like times would come where I'd be so in love with the guy, and then another time would come where I wouldn't want any part of him. Like, I wasn't attracted to him. It would just switch. Now I know it's because of the alters. So whenever my alters would come forward, whatever alter came forward, that alter did not like the guy and would be turned off to him. And then I'd wind up breaking up about 6 months later. I had a boyfriend for 5 years. I wouldn't have sex with him. He lived with me too. I wouldn't have sex with him. It was nice to have somebody to live with, but I never really liked, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to be a stumbling block. I'm sorry. You know what? I do have an oral fixation. When I was a little kid, I used to suck my thumb all the time. Well, my grandmother would tell me to stop, so I'd suck on a blanket. She'd take the blanket away. So I'd go to my drawer and I'd get out a shirt or my socks and I'd suck on that. So I do have an oral fixation ever since I was a little kid. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get any of you guys to crash. I don't want to be a stumbling block, and I have in the past, and I still feel really, really bad about it. Because a couple of my friends stumbled with smoking because of me. So, who got married after me or died in the past. Yeah, right? What is that, Amanda? Every guy that I ended up dating, once we broke up, they'd end up getting married to another person. Good morning, Bonnie. It's great to see you, honey. I'm praying against your pain, and I'm praying for your health. Hey, Russian sun, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, my exes always got married after me. Not to me, but once we broke up, they'd meet another girl and get married. I have to say, in all honesty, I'm so glad I never married any of the guys I dated. Well, I was married once. Hated it. Hated it. The night of our reception, he cheated on me. Kid you not. The night of our reception, he banged his current wife on my property at my house while I was there at our reception. And now they're married. I would never have been happy with any of the guys that I dated if they had become a husband. I wouldn't have been happy. I would have ended up divorcing him anyway. So I'm glad that things worked out the way they did. And now that I got alters, well, I got to make sure I like a guy, and my alters don't have the same taste, really. The ex that collapsed my lung when he was living at my house, my alters just, my alters were not good with him. He didn't know how to handle them. He didn't even know what alters were. He'd make fun of me for the super soldier projects. And if I'd say something like, well, let's kick darkness in its teeth and get it out of here in Jesus' name. You sound corny. You sound stupid. Kick darkness in its teeth? He'd make fun of me all the time. But My alters didn't like him. My alters thought that he was stupid, not smart, not talented, not skilled, terrible carpenter, terrible painter. He just did shoddy work. My alters just really didn't like him. My alters really didn't like any of my boyfriends. Well, neither did my grandmother, but my grandmother hated every guy I brought home. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Um, she did have a couple favorites. But, once and then switched into a child author who said, "We don't like you too." I'm sorry, 100. We don't like. I'm sorry for laughing, but I got to remember that. Yeah, I remember my ex would say, "Well, I hope your male alters don't come forward when we're intimate." Hey, Paul, good morning. How are you? And we test everything. Absolutely. Yeah, we just don't test Heavenly Abba, but everything and everyone else, absolutely. I concur with that, Paul. I'm starting to feel a little better. Oh, man. He tests us. Yes, yeah, the testing comes down the ladder, not up. I love you, Heavenly Abba. I love you, God. You're the best decision I've made in my entire life. My ex got married after departing from also, but she has 2 kids now and living in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Really? Yeah, I'm glad I never married any of my boyfriends. I have to say, I'm really glad. Even that, well, when it came to the musician, that was back in 2020. Um, I remember saying to Abba, "I want to get out. This is not what I want. Get me out. I don't want to be with them. This is not a biblical relationship. Um, it's not. It's not what I want. I don't want to be having premarital sex. I don't like it. I want to get out." So I broke up with him. And then he ends up dating his mother's friend. All I did was hear about how his mother was trying to hook him up with some girl who he's not attracted to at all. That's all I ever heard about anyway. So once I got rid of him, and I got rid of him, I got rid of him. So once I did, he ends up turning around dating his mother's friend. Like, dude, why didn't you just date her to begin with? Leave me alone. And why are you dating somebody you're not attracted to? You're going to be cheating on her if you're not attracted to her. So what's the point? Actually, he already did. He came over here in 2021. And according to his wording, he raped me. He saw it, wanted it, took it. Had no consideration for me, my feelings, my body. He almost got himself hurt, too. He almost got really hurt for doing that. I have a male altar come out during sex once. The guy I was with even said, weird. I remember you telling me that. Oh, my male altars would come out. But, like, my ex would be like, I hope they don't come out when we're together. It's like, you the day I got on my knees and called out to God was the best day of my life. When I stood up and became aware. Courting is the best part of the relationship. I think so too, Paul. Everyone wants to rush into it. I'm like, slow down, Bullet. You don't even know my middle name, right? Yes, Paul. By his own wording. I'd fallen asleep. He was up all night long drinking. I had fallen asleep, and he came in the bedroom, and I woke up with him on top of me. I have knives, right? I used to be a martial artist, so I sleep with knives under my pillow. I was reaching for those knives, and he had restraint. Once he was finished and he got off of me, I sat up and I started reaching for my knives under my pillow. That was it. He's got no idea what he did to me. And he's got no idea how close he came to getting hurt because of what he did. I started reaching for my knives underneath my pillow. That was it. He raped me. By his own wording, that's what he said. Not me. I'm using his wording. And he turns to me and he goes, Holly, I raped you. Please forgive me. No, he didn't say that. He said, I raped you, Holly. Forgive me. Not I'm sorry, just forgive me. And then I remember one of my pastors got pissed off at me because I had wrote about it in my diary. It hurt. He stole something from me. Hey, it's Steve Amo. Mi amor. Gangstalkers, Doxxers, and posers. Oh my! Good morning, Steve Amo. Mi amor. My son's father said something like that to me also. Yeah, so, and then, I mean, after he did that to me, he still kept, every month, he was still, oh, get a new ID and then reach out to me. Send me emails. My friend James Sarsma. James had said something like, Holly, you know, that's stalking. And when James said that, I was like, you're right. Those pastors and preachers, if they don't know grace, then they can't give grace. Yeah, my one pastor got mad at me because I wrote about it in my diary and my ruminations and confessions. But what, I'm just supposed to like sweep it under the carpet and be okay? I wasn't. I was raped. It hurt. It was embarrassing. Here I am, an ordained minister, and I got raped. I told him off a bunch of times. He kept getting in contact with me, opening up other IDs, and then sending me messages on Facebook and Instagram. And so what I did for his birthday, thank you, Paul. Thank you. So you know what I did for his birthday? Because he was constantly calling me. I'm going to tell my girlfriend about you, Holly. She already knows, but I'm going to let... Don't bother, dude. You don't have a chance with me. I called him up for his birthday and I told him off. I said everything possible to get him to hate me and to get him not to ever call me again. Both the boyfriend and the pastor were horrible. Yep. Right? I wrote it in my diary. I didn't take it to somebody else's chat room. I didn't say it publicly, even though my diary is public. I said it in my diary. I wanted a relationship. At the time, I wanted a husband. He had come over and I was like, listen, Jam, I'm not having premarital sex. I want to be married. And he said yes. But then it turned around to be no. And that's when he raped me. I haven't liked anybody since. He's not a man of God, you know. He prays to his God, the God of the world. Yes. Yes, Stephen Mo. Hey, Sarah. Yep. Big famous musician. He could get any other girl. He's got pictures of being on stage in front of thousands of people. He said that he wrote Papa Roach 3 songs, but Papa Roach never gave him credit. I can't tell, in private, I will tell you the name of the band, but I can't tell you now. Yes, you would know exactly the band. I shouldn't have given him a chance. I shouldn't have. So I'd rather take things slow. I'd rather, like the courting. That's awesome. I like that. The courting makes you feel good, you know? It's not meant, I don't think it's in the cards for me to be married. I think that my walk is alone. And that's okay. I like the old-fashioned stuff too. Yep, exactly, Steve. The way God intended. That's what I want is if I have a relationship, I want a biblical relationship. The way that God tells us how to have a relationship. And it would be the first time in my life to do it the right way. I had told him, I said, listen, I want to do it the right way. There's got to be some point in my life where I have a relationship the right way according to God. And he said yes. And then it turned out to be no. That girl that he's dating, she can have him. And I hope that she takes better care of him so that way he stops stalking me. Which it's February. I should be hearing from him at any moment. But for his birthday, January 11th, I called him up and I said everything that I could possibly say, mean, foul, and nasty to him so that he would stay away for good. I don't have him on block. I'm hoping that he keeps me on block. Find love in God's time. When we rush into it, we force our will and ignore his voice. Right, Paul? And I've shorted myself his blessings because I've rushed and I've pushed and it was my will. Rather take the abuse than have another have to feel who he is. Right, Amanda? Negative attention. Oh, I do. I don't have him on block anymore. I'm hoping that he has enough common sense to stay away from me. And he does have a girlfriend. And if he, next time he reaches out, I will go on his webpage. I already know her name. But I'll go to his webpage, I'll grab her name, and I'll be like, hey, sweetheart, can you keep your boyfriend happy so he leaves me alone? And the reason why I'm telling you, sweetheart, is because he won't leave me alone, and I need someone's help. And you being his girlfriend, you should have him on a short leash with a muzzle. Better tape his hands, too. I wanted a relationship. You know, I want to love a man. You know, I'm 47. Yeah, Victoria's like, leave him alone. Don't give him any energy anymore. Don't take steps backwards. Bust out and be you. Yes. Love yourself. I'm trying to. They see the weekends and they exploit it. And we don't know what's real or not. Yeah. Yeah. He might like that. Oh, he was trying to say, oh, I was friends with Dave my whole life just so I could be with you. Okay. I met Dave in my 20s. I met that dude like 2 years. I met him. My ex that collapsed my lung thought I was dating him too. He went to court going, I have it on good authority that Holly is dating somebody. And I wasn't. But anyway, Jam only knew me for 2 years. So you can't say that you were friends with David your whole life just to be with me. And he's a crappy friend because he puts David down. And I love my friend David. I will choose David over him any day. And I told him that too. I was like, the way you talk about Dave and belittle him, you don't deserve his friendship. And he doesn't deserve someone like you. Run from that circle. They're a bunch of poopas. Yeah, I stay away from them. I have no problem. I don't even call my friends most of the time, so I have no difficulty staying away from him. I should take my medicine. Huntress is here. Will you take your medicine with Huntress here? Can you do that? Define friends. Friends. Like Amanda and Victoria are my friends. We talk to each other. We pray together. We're nice to each other. We share life. They don't do things that I don't like. They're very respectful to me, and they love me, and I love them back too. Because we are family. We are family. I agree, Amanda. You're here. Okay. I can't eat the gummies. They're going to come back up, Huntress. You know what? I'll use the dropper. I'll do 2 droppers. Good to say and hear right. Yes. Just making breakfast. All right, so can you guys give me 2 minutes, please? I'm going to try to take my medicine. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. Oh, my God. I really didn't even see this coming. That's you list. If people don't meet that checklist, they gotta go. You're right, Paul. My friends are not hypocrites. My friends say they'll do something and they'll do it. My friends are the best. My friends are blessings from Heavenly Abba. The best friends I've ever had in my life is right now with you guys. But you guys love God. Okay. Let me take my medicine. I'm going to try. Just give me 1 second. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but give me a moment, please. I love you, Victoria. Have a beautiful day, honey. I'm really happy to see you, Victoria. You're not allowed to call anybody Sarah. You have to stay. Victoria, before you go, I want to show you my card. My card. And I'm glad that I have the card. But you know what? I think, you know what I like is I don't have to take the medicine. I can go without it. Ultimately, guys, honestly, I want to come off of everything altogether. I don't want to have kratom or medicinal cannabis. It's my counselor. I don't want to go out in the snow. Aw, sweetie. You got snow too, Amanda? Yeah, we got an ice storm. I can hear the neighbors scraping their car. I was supposed to help the lady downstairs yesterday, but I didn't have a good day. Mentally, I did not have a good day. I was thinking about another super soldier that I was trafficked with told me stuff about me that I don't remember. And he said she lives as a he, but he's my friend and I love him. Regardless, I'm not here to judge, criticize, or belittle anybody. I've got my own sins to contend with. So anyway, a super soldier that I was trafficked with, he said to me, he goes, Holly, your Baglio grandfather had gotten in a lot of trouble, and to spare his life, he sold you. And I was raped by a group of people when I was a very young girl. But my Baglio side of the family told me they had mafia connections. I had a prearranged marriage with another Italian family. So we had mafia connections, but apparently my grandfather had gotten in a lot of trouble, and to spare his life, um, I got him out of trouble. And it bothered me yesterday. I don't know why. It just, I mean, I'm over these things, but that's what was on my mind yesterday. Too much. I've been ill, so I don't think going out in the cold would make me feel well. Oh, Sarah, I pray for you. 3 inches, but not as bad as the last one. You had 14 inches the last time? Did nothing wrong to you. Don't abandon it. Okay, Paul. Abba told me, he said, Holly, get your license. I don't care that marijuana is legal. You use it medicinally. So you're going to do it right, kid. You're going to get your medicinal card. It's time. If you do it the right way, Holly, I can defend you. And if you're taking the marijuana medicinally, well, then you get your medicinal card. Stop messing around. And if you do it the right way, I can defend you. So I did it the right way. But I got edibles. I'm not after the head buzz. I'm after what it does for the pain in my body. Somebody told me once, they don't know who I am. It was on the internet. Somebody told me once, oh, that's just an excuse so you can get stoned. Get the hell out of here with your crap. I'm fully disabled. I don't want to be fully disabled. If I wasn't fully disabled, I wouldn't need medicine. And I'd be at work right now. Stickler for doing things the right way. Yes. Yes, Stephen Mo. Yes. And you know what? I'm glad to do it the right way. I really wanted to do it the right way, too. You know? It's just better. And even though marijuana is legal in New Jersey, it doesn't make a difference. I'm not using it to party. I'm using it medicinally. If I wanted to party, I'd go buy a box of wine and a pack of cigarettes. Oh, Paul, I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for your advice. I hope you have a beautiful day. Yeshua blessings, hon. Thanks for hanging out with me. With us. And don't you worry, Paul. I will be staying away from men, okay? Yeah, you're back. I'm back. Sarah, that reminds me of that movie, A Night at the Museum with Ben Stiller, when that Egyptian pharaoh comes to life in the movie, and he's like, I'm back. And Ben Stiller's like, yeah, okay, well, I'm back. Just cracks me up. So whenever anybody says I'm back, I always think of that part in A Night at the Museum with Ben Stiller. That movie cracked me up. Poor Robin Williams is dead. So what are you guys doing today? I have an appointment this afternoon. I have an appointment this afternoon, and hopefully I can restore some of my life. You're out too? No! No, you're not allowed to go anywhere, Steve. No. Steve, it's great to see you. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want something to eat? She's got to go out. I got to take her out. Can I go if I bring a note from my mom? Well, this time, just this time, I have to clean too. Such sweet sorrow, but I must also go. I hope you have a nice day, Amanda. It's great to see you. You know what? Now that all you guys are going, I will, just for you, Steve. I will, sweetheart, definitely. I should probably get going too. Today I have an appointment. I might be able to get some of my life restored back. It's that big of an appointment. But I can't talk about it until after everything's over with. Then I'll have good stories to tell you. I hate having to keep secrets. Okay, guys, I think I'll get going too. So I gotta take her out. Well, guys, I'm going to follow all of you out. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. I'll be praying for all of you. And, yeah, Gangstalkers, posers, and Doxxers. Oh, my. I'm so sick and tired of the crap. And they're relentless. They never stop. So, I am going to keep her out. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the day. I hope I have a better day today than I did yesterday. My head was not in a good place. I'm not in a good place. I'm so glad I'm not with any of my exes. Meanwhile, they're probably watching. Okay, guys, I'll be praying for you. I hope you have a nice day. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you, Sarah. We can all meet up later. Yes, we will. I'll probably run a video later because, like I said, I'm going to be decked out in my pinstripe suit. Thanks, Lifetime Actor. Thanks for hanging out with me, sweetheart. I really appreciate it a lot. I fell apart yesterday. So, all right, guys. I'll see you later. And I'll run a video with my pinstripe suit on so you can see what I look like when I'm all professional looking. Seriously. So, wish me luck that I can get some of my life restored this afternoon. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Thanks for helping me take my medicine. And thanks for making me feel better. And thank you for making me laugh. And thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for praying for me. Okay, I'll see you guys later, all right? Definitely, definitely. So hopefully today will be a good day. And then I'll tell you about my appointment later. Okay, guys. I love you. Yeshua blessings.